In 1994, Jay founded his own public relations firm, Winuk Communications, which serves clients in law, healthcare, real estate, sports, and entertainment. In 2001, Jay's life, like that of many others, took a tragic turn. His brother Glenn, an attorney, Jericho firefighter, EMT, and 9/11 rescuer, also became a 9/11 victim, perishing in the collapse of the Twin Towers. Since that time, Jay Winuk has been a leader in efforts to remember September 11th and honor the legacy of the fallen. Through the nonprofit organization My Good Deed, Mr. Winuk co-founded in Glenn's honor in 2003. He helped establish 9/11 as a federally designated National Day of Service and Remembrance, signed into law by President Obama in 2009. Since My Good Deed began, millions of people from all 50 states and more than 165 countries have participated in charitable service on or around September 11th, as a productive way to honor those who were lost and those who rose in service. Jay has been a frequent public speaker on this topic and an honored guest at conferences and speeches by public officials. In 2008, he received from the White House the President's Call to Service Award, the nation's highest civilian honor for volunteer service. Mr. Winuk is also the proud husband of Carolyn and father of 12-year-old Justin and 7-year-old Melanie. With the work of Mr. Winuk, we can rest assured that future generations will not only remember 9/11, but also honor the men, the women, and the children who perished by keeping it as a day when the best of human nature, as well as the worst, is showcased. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present Mr. Jay Winuk.
On behalf of the Jericho School District, for your extraordinary contributions, we induct you tonight in the Jericho Hall.
What do you think of that hair up there? Thank you, Matt, for that kind introduction, and congratulations to my fellow honorees, especially my old friends, Lori and Lanny. And thank you, Bob and Nick and Mary and everyone else on the Hall of Fame committee for putting this really terrific program together. Probably like so many who have stood here before me, I decided to pull out my high school yearbook in thinking about this night. I had to laugh at what Mrs. Cohen, one of my favorite math teachers, inscribed in 1976. She wrote, "To Jay, whose mother can have him back." I remember reading that for the first time, as if it was yesterday, getting such a kick out of those words, even then. It was the kind of relationship that I had with many of my teachers in Jericho. Close enough that she could jab me in this way, knowing though that I would take it with the warm feelings and humor that she intended. Yes, I was a bit of a wise guy in class, frequently too quick with a joke at just the wrong or right moment, depending on your perspective. And disruptive enough, I guess, for Mr. Borison, my favorite high school teacher, to throw me out of class with shocking regularity. Don't worry, Mr. B. I will not reciprocate by asking you to leave the auditorium. Relax, don't worry. Anyway, Mr. Borison invited me to leave his class with a smile that he usually tried to hide, but could not. He was and is such a good soul. He knew that I knew the work. And he appreciated, I think, that a little respectful levity in the classroom could actually help move some of Matt's doldrums along for everyone. So in all honesty, he usually let me slide. I must say, when I think back on high school, I really had some special teachers and coaches. Mr. Lamb, Miss Mandel, Mr. De Benedetto, Mr. Fatel, Mr. Denomi, Mrs. Reeder, Mr. Matienzo, Mr. Mosca, Mr. Simon, Mr. Lynch, Mrs. Schwartz, and Mrs. Ammon. I could go on and on. I'm hopeful that my wonderful children, Justin and Melanie, can one day look back and say that they too were taught by such caring, wise, and yes, fun teachers and coaches like those we had in Jericho. We were a community in this school, and I treasure that. I am truly blessed. A sure sign of that is the sneaky collaboration between my amazing and beautiful wife, Carolyn, and our dear friend, Merrill Block-Ruth. Apparently, at Merrill's behest, together they secretly schemed to generate Hall of Fame nominations for me. When your wife of 22 years and your 11th grade girlfriend of 35 years can work together to do something nice for you, and for them to become such good friends over the years, well, that shows two things. First is obvious, they both have exceedingly good taste. Second, I'm indeed a very lucky man to have such a wonderful family and such special lifelong friends. My sincere thanks to Carolyn, to Merrill and her terrific husband Mark, and to Amelia Nacarado-Rowe, who played a role in this, and John Minicus and John Elliott, and Jess Rudolph, and Michelle and Irene, and a bunch of other people, to all my other friends and family members who played a part in getting me to this podium.